Hi, if you're a Taurus born April 20th to May 20th, what can you expect for the month of April 2018? Let's tune in and find out. So I really feel, Taurus, like this real desire to have a companion next to me. Like I really feel like if you don't have a partner, you want a partner, or if you do have a partner, you want them really close to you. So I really feel like companionship is up for you this month. You know, just really desiring that deeper connection and feeling whole and having relationships mean a lot to you. So I do feel like relationships are really important to you this month, and I think that you're gonna it's something like the best of times, the worst of times with relationship. So you may find, some of the month may be a little difficult in a relationship, but I also feel like there's this great recovery period for the relationship as well. So the sustaining energy of coming in. So let's start, first of all, since we're talking about relationships, with romantic relationships. So if you're in a coupled relationship romantically, let's see what April has in store for you. Yeah, so right away I feel like you feel supported by your partner, and I really feel like they're looking at you and intrigued with you and just, wanting to co-create with you, and there's a lot of synergy, and I feel like you may be getting caught up on a lot of projects, maybe home projects, or maybe it could be that you're building something or you're doing something together. So I do feel this nice connection and this synergy of your future and present time of working together. So home related projects are coming up for the two of you, and building a future together and viewing, sitting together and kind of daydreaming about what you want to do, and whether that's building a house or moving overseas or creating something for your kids or creating and building a legacy together. I really feel like there's this co-creative energy that's happening between you and your romantic partner, which is really good, and it really feeds both of you. So just keep using that nurturing energy. It's really sustaining you both, so that's really terrific. Around the 20th, 21st, there may be an opportunity to get away. It could be a sudden quick trip, or an opportunity to just have a day trip, but it feels really nice and you absolutely should make the time to do it. And sometimes, when you take those unexpected trips, they're the best, and work somehow figures itself out. So don't let work stop you, or not having a babysitter, or just, it'll all, if you commit, then that's half of it. If you commit to know we're going and the universe will figure it out, you'll be surprised how things adjust, and all of a sudden somebody's schedules freeze up and now you've got a sitter that you didn't know that you could have, and so things will shake out and move around for you to be able to accommodate you. So once you shift and adjust and you commit, and I'm talking about towards the end of the month. Earlier in the month, we're in Mercury retrograde, which still hampers our communication, our challenges with electronics and buying things and all that sort of stuff until April 15th. However, terrific time to keep selling whatever it is you want to sell, because people who are in the mood to buy and can also be drawn to the energy of what you have and what you offer, okay? But you know better, right? Not to buy during that time, because our communication's hampered. It's almost like there's a veil down and there's things that we can't quite see. And if you do have to do something, like if you do have to close on a house or something like that, just make sure you've got a professional in there first, ahead of time, going in and double and triple checking stuff for you, so that you add this added protection, so that you don't have to close and then 3 weeks later you find out there was a hole in the roof and everybody missed it and you didn't get it, and now it's going to cost you thousands of dollars to repair, right? So things like that can be missed during retrograde. You want to be careful, which is why it's always best to do those things after the retrograde. Okay, so let's see what else there's in store for romantic love. So if you're somebody new to romance, and or newly dating, or just now interested in finding a loving partner, don't be in a hurry, right? You want to take your time, and it's kind of funny, right? Because Tauruses by nature are really grounded and tend to be a little bit slower and more methodical, but when you know, and sometimes the problem with that is when you can't see anybody else, but that other person doesn't know it yet, right? And you may just be dug in. So what there is to do is just to wait have some patience, enjoy yourself, get to know people. There is a great opportunity again, like around the 20th, 24th, towards the latter part of the month, to really meet people and to really sink your teeth into a solid relationship that's really golden, really good, and really golden. So I definitely feel like if you want that relationship, it's there. Around the 20th, 24th, you may meet somebody that just really does it for you. So, and if you already know who that is, just kind of write it out. You don't want to start a new relationship during the retrograde. They generally don't work out. They're generally more short-term because we're not seeing everything about the person. And then once you're out of the retrograde, then you start to see more. And then you could still, you know, it doesn't mean that you don't want them. You're just going into the relationship with your eyes wide open, right? Okay, so let's look at career and see what's in store for you career. So this month you get the key that unlocks something really important for you. The secret formula, the right contact, a door's open for you, an opportunity to pitch something or for you to be seen and heard so that you actually can move ahead in your career. So there's some good stuff that happens, and your job is just to keep the momentum going and keep asking for support from friends or colleagues or people that you used to work with, especially these during that retrograde period. It's no matter what your goal is, now's the time to look to the past and see who can support you, who's favorable to this idea, who might want to loan you money, who may you want to collaborate with, right, that you collaborated from the past. Not a great time to reach out to somebody new, but definitely a great time to reconnect with somebody from the past. Use the second part of the month to recreate and connect with people that are new to you, that may be like-minded and could participate with you or support you or whatever it is that your goal is moving forward with new people, because I definitely feel like that can get zipped up and happen really quickly. Doesn't have to take a lot of time. And for those of you who think that, oh my God, I gotta wait now till I'm gonna wait 2 more weeks, or I've already been waiting, it's all perfect, because when you move forward, you can move forward just like that, so fast. Right away things can come together. It doesn't have to be this long waiting period. Right now is the waiting period, right? But when it happens, it can happen really quick. So don't be discouraged by these time frames that I'm giving you. Just know that they're optimal, right? And of course, it's true. You know, we always want to rise above the energetics of astrology. But it's a little bit like, you know, on a sunny day when the cloud is out, I don't need sunscreen. But when, you know, or at least not as much, right? I'm not going to really get burnt. But when the sun is full glaring, you want to put sunscreen on. So it's just like, know your environment. Just know what's going on, right? It's not a great time to meet somebody new, but the energy is calmer, more inviting, more loving after the 15th. So your odds go up that you create a good environment to be heard and seen, and it's equal because they're judging you too, right? So just be aware that this just isn't astrology. This is a human nature. We're driven, you know, energetically. We're all energetic beings. So it does have influence on us here in the physical, as much as we don't want it to. All right, so let's see what else is available for us. Your creativity is really going to be unlocked this month as well. There's a great opportunity to really dig in and nourish yourself and think about and dream about what you want to have happen. And some of you may be invited to new forums or new groups. You may be introduced to new books or literature. Education is coming up that could be really important for you. Learning something new or deepening your own knowledge about something that you are already interested in. All really good times right now in early April, just to feed your soul, feed that deeper connection within yourself that nurtures you, that really helps to deepen your connection with what it is that you desire. So I definitely feel like these first 2 weeks are a great time to dig in, know more, read more, understand more, and then you'll be drawn to those like-minded people, right? You'll be connecting with people who are of the similar nature as you and are interested in the same sort of thing. So an excellent time to do anything that's of interest to you in studying or reading. And some of you may be interested even in going abroad and learning more that way. That's great too. all the doors are open for all of that. So if you want to travel and you want to go someplace to learn more, or to get educated, or take a trip someplace, there's a seminar you want to attend and you want to go see, go do it. Take full advantage of it. These first couple of weeks of April are slower, and that's a great time to do it. And honestly, you can do that anytime in April. So even if it's just the decision to go there in June, making the decision and doing that as well. So just know that there's a great opportunity for you to be able to invest in yourself. Okay, let's see if there's anything else for you. So you want to take your time with making decisions around money or spending a lot of money, only because there could be some redundancy. So it's like, why did I pay for this? I already have one. Or I didn't need that, or I already have one, right? Or why did I upgrade my computer? Or why did I go buy that when I could have just repaired this one? So you may get pulled into somebody's salesmanship ability and buy something that you may discover is unnecessary. So just wait those first 2 weeks and make the buy, if you can, after the 15th, when Mercury goes direct, okay? All right, so let's look now about your health, Taurus. So some of you may have had, lung issues. I just feel like there's pressure on my chest. That could even be just stress related. It could be allergy related. It could be that you're just coming over a cold. It could even be grief related, right? Because the lungs represent grief, unspoken sadness. That can be from anything, right? A loved one's passed, or you quit a job, or you were asked to leave, or you recently broke up with somebody, or your child is going off to school, right? There's all these reasons why we can grieve. It's just called living life. So there's a wonderful opportunity here to take time for yourself, to nurture yourself, to be able to read books and to pull yourself closer to people who are here to heal. So there's a lot of healing energy coming in for you, Taurus. Just make sure that you choose somebody that you feel safe with, so you can really bare your heart, that you can really feel connected to them. Then all the energy can come in to help you heal. So there is a great opportunity this month for healing. Anything else about your health? Well, really just honoring yourself. Feet are coming up. Feet are, they keep us grounded. They keep us moving. You want to pay attention to your feet. You want to make sure that, if you've got something going on with your feet, don't let it, rest. Make sure you get on top of it or stay on top of it. They are your foundation, and they keep you moving in the world. So if you have some issues going on with your feet, go ahead and get in there and take care of them, because it does give you the stability that you need to be able to move forward, okay? Anything else that we need to share with you for this month? Yeah, there's a lot of celebration actually around the middle of the month, around April 15th, 16th, 17th, around in there. I feel this huge celebration. So there could be some good news coming your way, whether it's news for you or a family member, whether there's a pregnancy or a baby involved, whether it's the birth of a baby or the announcement of a pregnancy or the announcement of a new business or a congratulatory deal where a deal comes together and your baby got sold, right? There's this huge energy coming in of happiness and joy, and yeah, so there's this big win that happens in the middle of the month. I love that. The energy is so good, and it's really filled with so much happiness and positivity. So you have that to look forward to in the middle of the month to really lift your spirits and I feel like it just erases a lot of some of the clouds that may have been blocking you from that grief or that sadness or that sudden loss, whatever that might be, of a friendship, or for some of you it might be a betrayal where something happens and you feel betrayed. And sometimes a betrayal just can be that somebody breaks your confidence, or something comes back to you and it was said in a way that was maybe careless and it hurts your feelings. It doesn't have to be big and bad. It doesn't have to mean that somebody cheated on you or anything. I'm not picking up like that. It feels more subtle. It feels more like a subtle nature where your feelings are more hurt than betrayed. Okay, so it feels subtle, and all these signs, all 12 signs have, it feels like, some issues with communication, because we're dealing with the retrograde of, right, Mercury retrograde, which is the planet Mercury in charge of our communication. So it would make sense to me that wires can get crossed, and there can be confusion, and things can happen, and feelings can get hurt. So that may happen for you, or may have already happened for you just recently. So just be in the flow, go with it, let go, realize, sign of the times. You know, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, unless of course this is a consistent pattern and of abuse. Then it's just like, okay, just time to be done. And you guys have the ability to be able to rally and to be able to bring people on your side, especially the 3rd and 4th week of April. Really powerful support systems are here for you. All right, you guys, an amazing month, a big month for you for healing, and a great surprise in the middle of the month. I love that. And also money coming in, money towards the end of the month as well. Lots of activity. So enjoy your month, Taurus. And for those of you that have a birthday, happy birthday. For you Tauruses that have birthdays in April, have a wonderful month. And if you would like, please comment below. I love to read your comments, and when I can, I swing back around and add to them. And I appreciate it always when you share my intuitive astrology, and when you click like, and I look forward to connecting with you again next month. Have a great month, everybody.